Hello everyone, it's me again. The first video I put out was kind of a personal one. I didn't know if I wanted to post that one or not. I was, well, more or less just recording it for my own satisfaction. Making sure I knew what I was going through when I finally got out of it. It's been 2 months already, so yes, I did get my leg amputated. It's been stressful. There's been a lot of things that's happened along the way, not amputation related and amputation related. When I got my sutures out, I actually did develop an infection in my stump, and I had to take amoxicillin to get that taken care of. So that was a week-long course of doing that. My pain doctor says I needed to take more pain meds and less of another, in which case she took me off oxycodone and gave me a ton of tramadol. And if you want to talk fuzzy, I'm fuzzy all the time. But that's okay. I could deal with that, I guess. Still not me, not wild and crazy, bouncing off the walls, but I'm trying. And yeah, there's that. The thing I had to realize the most about this was that when you put your socket on, that thing's made out of silicone, and you really do sweat a lot in that thing because you're sweating for your whole leg and half of your leg. Yeah, I overdo it. I always do. That's just who I am. What do you call it? The first thing I noticed the most of when I was doing it is the ingrown hairs. There's just ingrown hairs everywhere on my residual leg. And I've been trying to keep up with that, make sure that's okay. I learned that if I do keep my socket on for a long period of time, it actually softens them up so I can actually work with them a little better. The depression for me is real. Past few days and past few days before that, and just random times along the way, I've not been able to get out of bed. I just can't do it. I don't have the energy. Life is just not good with anybody. But that's what you take antidepressants for. That's why you talk to a counselor. That's real. If you had it before you went in to get an amputation, you know exactly what it is after too. It's the same thing, only with a new problem. So, what do I feel about it? Honestly, I have no choice in the matter. I have to continue on. That's just who I am. That's what I do. But it doesn't make it any easier for you to take care of. Now, as far as getting things done, doing physical therapy, because you have to do physical therapy, and trying to make things work better out for yourself, it all feels about 3 times as hard as it did before. Now, see, since I had 2 years of basically a dead ankle to get used to it, I'm used to it. Just with a little less pain as far as the ankle goes. But you still have phantom pains, phantom sensations. And let me tell you, those are weird. I'll go into depth later on with them, but just it feels like your foot's in a bucket of sand all the time. Those are phantom sensations. I could feel my toes, and I could feel my ankle. And if I think about it hard enough, I can actually move my ankle and my toes. And it's just a weird feeling altogether. As far as phantom pains, I felt the burning. If I wear my prosthetic for too long, it feels like my shoe is too small for my foot when I have no foot. Just bringing it out there, making it a viable thing. I don't know. Like I said, just trying to work it day by day is the best advice I can give anybody, is to do your thing and make sure you can get it done. Find help, because someone's going to help you out there. Don't listen to people that are going to cut you down and say you can't do it, because you can. You just got to try harder. That's the whole point of it. Feel yourself out when you're doing it. Make yourself know what your steps are to get to where you're going. Yeah, it's hard. It is always going to be hard. But remember, I'm always behind you if someone else isn't. That's the way life works. So going on from that, fitting for a prosthetic is hit or miss, say. When you first get your socket, it's gonna hurt. Tell your prosthetist where it hurts at, and they can adjust it. Right? If it's doing anything that doesn't act like a normal, it's staying in one place on your foot, on your stump, tell them about that. Let them know. All right? That's what they're there for. I didn't quite get that and understand that at first, but now I do, and I'm still going every week to get things adjusted, because it's still just not completely right. At first, it was just way too painful to stay onto it. Now it's annoying things, and in which case they can fix that too, which is crazy. You think, just crazy. I feel a pee under my bed kind of situation. It is a pee under your bed. Tell them about it. All right? Don't be afraid to to tell them about it. That's the way that works. It really does work that way. Physical therapy. Follow what they say. That's your goal, to get back on your feet again from a foot. All right? And they will help you along the way. Remember, it's not just a you effort. This is a team effort. And in which case, that's why I say, tell your prosthetist everything. Tell your physical therapist everything. Alright? They can make a better plan for you. Alright? Tell your psychiatrist everything. Your counselor everything. Alright? If you need to, have them communicate with each other. This is your team. You are the coach, and you're a player at the same time, and the team captain. You've got to let them know everything. Oh. Gotta let my doctor know something here soon. I think I have an appointment at the end of this week, which is cool. I can work with that. A lot of weird things happen to you and you just don't know. But that's why you ask. You make the point to continue on and do it. Because that's what you're there for, is to make sure that you continue on. As the great and one season show says, if you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. If you can't crawl, find someone else that can carry you for you. Right? And at this point, they know you can't walk. You can crawl, but they can still help you along the way to get back to walking and even running again. But you gotta let them. And you gotta make sure they're in your lives. If you don't like someone on your team, get rid of them. Alright? You're paying them to help you out. Find someone else that will do what you need them to do. It's not that hard to think about, not that hard to do. Fortunately enough, I've got people I like. I don't know if they like me, but that's tough. That's the whole point of it. I'm paying them. Remember? I said that already. But I think they do kind of like me. I mean, I do have the dad jokes every day for them. They roll their eyes more than anything, which is fun. But that also gets them more involved in my case. And make sure that I'm taken care of, because I'm trying for them and they try for me, which is a great feeling for everybody. Now, should you have any problems with any of parts of this, again, don't feel free to contact me. Either direct message me on Discord or Facebook. I don't care, one way or another. Or even just leave a comment. I like to read the comments. I'm that kind of guy. As always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, doodle. Just like one of the guys that I like on this wonderful YouTube thing says. Comment on it if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions for future videos. Also subscribe, because like I said, I'm constantly putting out material. I'm gonna go into further details about things. This was just kind of general overview of what's happened since the first video, which, yeah, a lot's happened, but still you can figure out what's going on from there. Again, everyone, what do you call it? When you're thinking about getting your part of yourself amputated, or you have an amputation, remember your team of people that you go to. All right. You have your prosthetist, which is a big part. You have your physical therapist. You have sometimes you'll have a counselor involved, a nurse practitioner. You'll have a pain doctor. You'll have, of course, your orthopedic surgeon, and you'll have yourself. You've got to work with all of them, right? Tell your orthopedic surgeon if something's not working physically with you. Tell your pain doctor if something's not working physically with you. You'll see them usually once a month, maybe every so often after that. You'll see, after you get your prosthetic, you'll probably see your prosthetist once a month after that to get them going and tell them what's going on. As always, guys, just hang in there, because that's all you can do when you get an amputation. And remember, I care. I really do. So always make sure you're paying attention to them and me. I'll talk to you later.